Hey, it's David Farmer, and today we have three exciting things to cover. Number one, ADF-XML leads that you can have go into the Intice system. We have our very first Attribution 1.0 as a release, and we have our automated redemption service that we can provide for you. Let's go ahead and take a closer look. So first of all, in the Intice dealer portal, you're going to see a new feature that's going to be available under reports, and that is Attribution Report. Attribution Report allows us to sync up with your dealership's CRM to attribute any visits or sales into leads that were generated from the Intice system. This is really designed just to be an added feature to be able to show the quality of the leads that are generated through the Intice system, but also provide us the ability to provide a valuable service to you at the dealership. So with the attribution reporting, we can set up a data feed or an export from your dealership's CRM. This is an automated export of all customer data that have visited your dealership and also have purchased from your dealership. We get this data feed on a daily basis, and we process all of the customers that are on this daily report, and then we match them up to leads that have been generated into the Intice system. From there, we're able to identify how we converted that customer into a lead, and then we can bring in and match up that data with existing customers into the database and automate a redemption process. So for example, I have one of our dealers that we have this data feed set up for. This is actually just a report for dealerships that have provided data just in this last week. But you can see, for example, we have our sold visit column right here. We have a redemption ID number if that customer qualified to receive a Visa redemption, the status of that Visa redemption, the customer's name, the vehicle that they had interest in, the date that they visited or purchased at your dealership, and then the lead source, which is going to be any one of the Intice technologies, plus the availability to have these leads brought into our system through our lead processor system, which we'll cover in just a minute. So with this, you can see that we're able to see all the customers that match up to the individual lead sources. And then from here, we can go into any one of these customers and then see this attribution data. We can see that we have the customer's email address, phone number, physical address, and then how we correlate that to existing leads into our system. Now, if the customer has registered for a Visa incentive, we're going to include the redemption ID number, and then of course the customer can or the user can click on this redemption ID number and even look at more data, such as the vehicle of interest, trade-in information, the history for that customer. That's going to include IP address, and then also date and timestamp of when the customer engaged with this technology. If the customer completed a deal maker a lead in the system, we can look at all of that data, and then also we're going to be able to see that attribution information here. Now, so this kind of goes into the next part of the process, a new service that we're going to be providing for dealers that would like us to be able to automate the redemptions for the Visa card. So we know that we're going to be converting leads and getting those customers into your dealership CRM. Our best practice is to have that customer redeemed as soon as they come into the dealership. But as an added benefit or an added service, we're offering this to all of our dealers, that if you would like to have us set up that data export from your CRM, we can import that data into your Intice platform and then automate the redemption. So anybody that would visit your dealership or purchase a vehicle from your dealership, if they match up into the Intice dealer portal, we can automate that redemption and get that customer their $25 Visa reward card. Now, what's going to be available for you in this attribution report as well is you can come in here and you can export this into a a Excel spreadsheet or into a CSV. And then from that report, you can slice and dice the data any way that you would like. Upload it into Excel, maybe upload it into Google Sheets, and then you can really see the quality of the leads that are being generated from the Intice platform and how they are being attributed to sales. One of the reasons that we wanted to create this solution is that we know that a lot of CRMs are going to have more of a last click attribution quality to the way that they look at leads. So if and really what they're looking at not necessarily is last click, but they're looking at first in, and they're going to attribute all of the value of that lead generation to that first in. Now, a lot of customers may already be in your database, so any leads that are going to be subsequently generated through your website or through the Intice tools on your dealership's website isn't going to get the credit that it potentially should from a reporting standpoint. So this is going to bypass a lot of that first in, last in type of reporting and really provide you, well, if anybody has registered for a Visa incentive or registered and taken advantage of any of the additional tools on your dealership's website, we're going to be able to quantify the success of that. Now, we're not looking to add from a closing percentage. We're not trying to change the process within your dealership. We just want to be able to really show the success rate of customers that are engaging, whether it's first, second, or last, that you are able to correlate that engagement on your dealership's website to the leads. And the attribution report inside Intice, you will be able to see this data. And then, of course, you have the added value of having the customer automatically be redeemed for a Visa card, which is going to provide for a little bit less work on your side, and it is going to be able to provide for a little bit happier customers. So if a customer did register for that Visa and they did visit your dealership showroom, we're going to be able to catch that as a safety net. And then our process with you, it's very important to understand that we're only going to redeem customers that fit a very strict guideline. So if they're going to be a visit within that 60-day period, we do extend that window a little bit longer if it's a sold customer. So we'll extend that out to 90 days if a customer registered and purchased a vehicle within 90. If a customer has already received a card previous, that is going to exclude them from receiving a Visa card. Even though you had the ability to override, we won't do that in our system. So we're very strict process on how to make sure that we are automating the redemption. And of course, we're going to track all of that right in the into the Intice system. So if you have any questions about that, we'd be more than happy to have some conversations and share with you how that process works. And again, this is just a value-added feature. There's no additional cost associated with this. Now, the next thing that we want to discuss is third-party lead integration. So as you know, right now, we already have our lead maker technology, which is the Visa Test Drive solution. We have our trade maker technology with the Express Cash Offer, so we can engage and convert customers there. Our deal maker, which is our full digital retailing technology. Loan maker, our credit score express, allowing customers to get their credit score and then convert that customer into a lead. Now, there is one other area that we can assist you in converting leads and driving customers to your dealership showroom. From the lead conversion standpoint, we know that you're converting leads on your dealership website and or you're purchasing leads from other sources. So let's just call all of those other sources third-party leads. Now, those third-party leads, they may only be going to your dealership, or they may be going to your dealership and other dealerships at the same time. So if you would like to incentivize those customers, we have a very easy way to do that. We call that our third-party lead integration. So we have a special CRM lead address, basically, inside the Intice system. And that's going to be a unique email address that's associated with your account inside the Intice system, and you can supply that to any one of your third-party lead providers. And you just request that they submit that ADF-XML lead to your CRM, and at the same point supply it to that new address that we send. So they're just going to carbon copy our Intice system with that lead information. As soon as that comes into the system, we're going to parse through that lead. We're going to deduplicate it to anybody that might have already previously registered on your dealership's website. And if they haven't, we're going to automatically register those customers for a $25 Visa reward card. And then we're going to send that customer an automated email that includes the $25 Visa reward card redemption certificate. And then the rest of the rules apply, meaning that they need to visit your dealership showroom and have to go through a redemption process, whether that's you handling the redemptions or if you wanted to opt in to our new redemption service with the new attribution reporting. So we have 3 new things to talk about that we talked about on this video. Number 1, the ADF-XML third-party lead integration. We also talked about our Attribution 1.0 release, which is just today. We're very excited about that. And then the attribution or the automated redemption service that we're providing along with the Attribution 1.0 release. Some great new features available. That was actually our release 17.7.1. We're going to continue to give you a recap of all of the updated releases that we do usually once a month or so. We have a lot of new features coming. I hope you'll stay tuned. You'll be able to find this video plus a whole bunch of other videos on intice.com.